Hello and welcome back to Tale of Two Wastelands. I'm Vic, and you're watching yet another Let's Play channel. So I had another chat with Lem, and I actually agreed to do a job for him, and he gave me the key to the blue sector. So now, I can go new places. And apparently... there are already people living here, so, like... why did the door need to be locked?
Never gets old.
Greetings, residents. We regret to inform you that there is a problem with one of the water purification filters. We assure you that we are working diligently to fix this problem. However, until the filter has been fixed, please try to keep water usage limited and report directly to the clinic if you begin to feel ill in any way. I've been reading the bulletin boards for months now. I believe we have a spy among us, one of the Reds pretending to be a Blue. They are using the bulletin boards to communicate. I believe they want me to see it. I've noticed one of the lights flickering past the door in the Reds' hallway. I believe it to be Morse code. From what I can tell, it's an SOS. The door in the Reds' hallway. Oh, give me that glue. And give me that pack of cigarettes.
Never gets old when something blows up.
I don't see any flickering lights. And I'm not gonna sweat it. You, doing alright over there?
Any lawman that comes after me.
Well, I guess you're lucky I'm not a lawman. Well, one of us is lucky I'm not a lawman. Ooh. Always down for some sexy sleepwear. Blue sector keycard. I'm already in blue sector. What good is that doing me? Oh boy. I don't trust that doctor. She has bodyguards. What kind of doctor has bodyguards? I've seen the guards bringing her meals. I don't think she ever leaves her office. There's always one posted outside at night too. I wonder what she's hiding. I've been working with a friend. He's been trying to hack into the doc's computer, and so far we haven't had much luck. It took some convincing, but I finally got him to show me what he found on the doc's computer. He was right. I wouldn't like it. The patient files looked like those from Asylum. The patient names were all in code, but some of them seemed to fit the people around us. But they can't be us. I don't remember being insane. I think I would remember something like that. But it must be true. It explains the doctor's behavior and the bodyguards. I don't know why I can't remember. It must be that doctor. Maybe she's drugging us. I need to get into that office. Maybe I am insane. Maybe this isn't happening. Maybe the war never happened. And maybe I'm just trapped in my head. It took some doing, but a few of us got together and managed to distract the people in the clinic long enough for me to get in and do some looking around. I found some restraints and enough sedatives to kill a horse. She must be using them to control us, to make us forget. We're just pawns in her sick game. We confronted the doctor today. She refused to give us any information, and we were thrown out of the clinic. Some of us quite literally. We tried talking to the overseer, but acted as if he didn't know anything about it. I don't believe him. I don't trust him, and I don't trust any of them. Well... Alright, well I guess I'm just stealing everybody's house keys at this point. Fine by me. Give me that vacuum tube. I couldn't sleep a few nights ago, so I stayed up reading around 1:30 in the morning. The vent above my bed began to push out more air than usual. It lasted about 5 minutes and then turned off. I did not think much of it at the time, but I had trouble falling asleep again last night. Once again around 1:30, the vents turned on for about 5 minutes, then turned off. I've been getting headaches. I think someone is poisoning us. I've been up every night this week, and night after night an extra boost of air comes through the vents. It lasts for about 5 minutes and then turns off. I spoke with one of the neighbors. He said he noticed the same thing in his room as well. We made a report to the maintenance officer. He informed us that the system was running perfectly and that there was nothing to worry about. I don't believe him. Maybe he's in on it. Maybe he is. A lot of people living in this one room. At least there were, once upon a time. Conditions seem to be much better now that the place is inhabited by escaped convicts.
There you are. Keeping quiet.
Yes, good idea. Alright, so we got explosions, and we got fire-breathing geckos. We got light coming in from outside. Cass, you're not being quiet. What was I just... Alright, more sexy sleepwear. I want to have a whole village full of nothing but sexy ladies wearing sexy sleepwears. But that's much more of a Fallout 4 ambition than a Fallout New Vegas ambition. Still, I will hoard the lingerie. Interesting. I think they're in my head. Sometimes I hear thoughts not my own. I think the Reds have done something to the intercom system, rigged it somehow to broadcast into our brains. What does it mean? Why was there a blue star under my bottle cap? Are the Reds behind this? Is this part of their mind control? They must be making me see things now, things that shouldn't be there. The star shouldn't be there. Why do I see a star? It won't go away. No matter how long I close my eyes, it won't go away. I want the star to go away. I want all the stars. Give them to me. Okay, well, we've certainly got plenty of geckos, haven't we? Now, I'm guessing that is the sulfur caves. Cass, why did you close the door? We don't have a key to the red sector yet. Maybe there is a connection to the red sector in the sulfur caves. But you know, if I'm being honest, the sulfur caves really doesn't sound like the name of a place that I want to be. I believe I will see what else is going on down here before proceeding to there. I'll check the computer on my way out. Alright, computer time. I saw the Reds overseer walking around on our floor last night. He looked like he was searching for something, and he was mumbling to himself. I saw one of the guys in the mess hall pull a bottle cap off a Sunset Sarsaparilla and then run to his room. I knew he was hiding something, so I broke into his room when he wasn't there and saw the bottle cap. It had a blue star underneath it. I think he's been marked for something, but I can't figure out what. All I know is I want that bottle cap. Too bad, sucker. It's all mine. What is... That's a bullet hole. It's just part of the texture. They've all got bullet holes. Alright, well, I guess it's Sulfur Cave time. What a wonderful new smell you've discovered. Okay, so that way it goes back into the vault. You know, let's check it out first. Alright, well, the reactor, as usual, seems to be in good order. I'd really like to figure out how to cut off access to the sulfur caves. I have already murdered animals in here. What's up with that? I don't think I need to go into the caves for anything. So let's just figure out what's going on in the vault, I guess. Yeah, I've been through this section also. Well, maybe I don't get to go to Red Sector after all? That's disappointing. I really wanted to go to Red Sector. Well, have I been up this way? I mean, I'm pretty sure I've been all through the cave. Yeah. Oh, yes. Plant enough C4 to destroy the caves. Alrighty. Maybe he'll let me get into Red Sector now?
Holding my breath.
Have we been walking around the whole time with frag mines down here? I don't like that.
Any lawman that comes after me won't have it easy.
Give me them books. And them lacy under things while you're at it. Alright, good. Now all I need is access to Red Sector. Apparently, he doesn't want to talk to me anymore.
I sure hope that explosion was you. Did you seal off the sulfur?
I did.
Good to hear. Without access to the sulfur, Cook doesn't have much to offer the gang. I guess it's over then. We could turn ourselves in.
Have you considered joining the Great Khans?
I hadn't thought of that. Would you be willing to talk to them on our behalf?
Sure, I'll go talk to them. I don't know why they're going to listen to me, but...
We'll wait here until we hear from you.
Alright, well now I've got a beacon for Papa Khan, so that's nice. Well, we can just fast travel on over to the cons. Not really sure why helping the powder gangers hook up with the cons is in my interest, but here we are. Are you Papa? Are you Papa?
So the cub enters the wolf's den. What do you want, cub?
I come with an offer of alliance from the powder gangers.
And what benefit would this alliance give us?
They have access to explosives.
Well, now, the armory could always use more firepower. Very well. Tell the powder gangers we accept their offer. However, they would still have to pass the initiation rite to truly join our ranks.
So how about you break your alliance with the Legion?
Have you now? Well, you're a bold one, I'll give you that. But why should I do this for you?
You'll be made slaves.
Ha! The great Khans will not be slaves. Caesar himself has promised us the land from here to the Colorado, and the freedom to raid as we see fit. I won't hear any more talk against Caesar or his alliance. The great Khans will answer Caesar's call to war, and the NCR will pay for their crimes.
So, who are you?
You march all the way out to Red Rock Canyon, enter my home as bold as you please, and you have no idea who I am? You've got guts, I'll give you that. Well then, let me educate you. I am the chief of the great Khans. The Khan of Khans, if you like. This is my tribe, and these are my people.
Can you tell me about your people?
You want to hear the story of the great Khans? It's a long one, full of honor, glory, and betrayal. We have suffered, but we will regain our glory.
Maybe you could give me the short version.
In a hurry, are you? Very well, then. The great Khans came east, out of the NCR 14 years ago. We ruled the wastes then, and called no man master. But we underestimated the families of the Strip, and they drove us back to Bitter Springs, where we remained until the NCR arrived and drove us here.
How did the three families defeat you?
They allied with Mr. House, the self-proclaimed master of New Vegas. He supported them with the resources of New Vegas. Weapons, technology, caps. They were better equipped, and we could not stand against them.
And what happened at Bitter Springs?
When the NCR came to the Mojave, we thought they would be easy pickings. We raided their caravans, their towns, their camps. They couldn't stop us. At least that's what we thought. They tracked us to Bitter Springs and surrounded us. When our children, our sick and old, fled through a nearby pass, the NCR gunned them down.
That's horrible.
It's because of that we have sworn to take revenge on the NCR. With our new allies in Caesar's Legion, we will crush them.
Let's talk about something else.
Typical. No reference for history in the younger generations.
I literally already listened to your history. Goodbye.
Farewell.
Alright, well, I don't really appreciate raiders. I don't think you guys are going to be allowed to stick
I
around.
heard you try to convince Papa Khan not to join with Caesar's Legion. I'd like to talk to you about that for a moment.
What is it you had in mind?
You want to convince Papa not to ally with Caesar, right? Trust me, you'll get nowhere just talking to him about it. He's fixated on restoring the glory of the great Khans, and he sees Caesar as the path to that restoration.
So what do I do?
Papa can be a stubborn man, but he's not a tyrant. He listens to his tribe, and to four voices in particular. Me, Jack, Diane, and Melissa. If you can convince all of us that allying with Caesar is a bad idea, you might be able to sway him.
Here's a story about Jack and Diane. Aren't you convinced already?
I have my doubts about Caesar, yes, but I won't publicly go against Papa Khan based on nothing more than doubts. I've heard rumors that tribes who aligned with Caesar in the past were torn apart and reduced to slaves. Prove it, and I'll back you.
What would convince Jack and Diane?
You'd have to talk to them, but those two have been thick as thieves since they were kids. Convince one, and the other will come around.
They may actually be a reference to the song I'm thinking of. What about Melissa?
Ah, Melissa. She's a bit of a dreamer. Last time she was in camp, Carl filled her head with stories of serving the Legion as a speculatore. Personally, I've never seen a woman in Legionnaire's armor, so I have my doubts.
I'll see what I can do to convince everyone.
Good. Oh, one more thing. Caesar's representative, Carl, has become fast friends with Pava. Carl's the one who has him so fixated on this alliance. You'll probably have an easier time of things if you can find a way to get him out of the picture.
How would I do that?
Carl talks prettily about the honor and nobility of the great Khans, but I suspect his actual opinion is less flattering. Maybe you could find something he wrote that expresses that opinion, or trick him into losing his cool in the longhouse right in front of Papa.
I'll keep that in mind.
I would too, if I were you.
Well, let's go see if we can pass some speech checks on old Carl.
So you've been sucked into the deck?
Greetings in the name of Kaiser.
I've been wondering why you don't petition the Khans for membership as a show of allegiance.
Join? Oh, no, I simply couldn't. That is, I'm not worthy of such an honor.
But surely a warrior in service of the glorious Kaiser is the equal to any tribe's finest.
Of course I am. That is to say, Caesar has many fine warriors, and I wouldn't wish to compare them to the great Khans.
Boo, I didn't do more speech.
When? I
have to go now.
Yes, goodbye.
Oh, I think I might be down to my last one of those magazines, so I should go and craft more. Meeting people? Yep, that's my last one. Alright. Well, that's fine. Can you craft stuff for me?
Well, now that I'm free of the outpost, was wondering if you'd mind making a detour. I'd like to pay my respects to the end of Cassidy caravans. Check out the site where they died.
Where was your caravan hit?
Upside of Vegas, here, Tal. Trapped at the Mojave outpost, so I wasn't able to run there when I heard. Been weeks since it was hit, so the site's probably a Cazador nest by now.
Think there's anything left?
Only wishful thinking on my part, most likely. At the least, I'd like to pay my respects. I got them into this mess. I owe them that much.
Let's go then.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Some of the caravan might be ash, but we were expecting raiders and over-inquisitive NCR border guards. There might be something left. If I'm there with you, shouldn't be hard to spot. And I'd prefer to see the bodies with my own eyes.
Let's move on.
All right, then.
Alright, so I need to go and do a little bit of crafting.
Cut off the head and the snake will die. I guess the chairman's days are numbered.
Sure. So let's head to... Well, let's wrap up our business with Vault 19. Then we can head to Vegas and do a little crafting. And then we can go check out Cassidy caravans.
You're back. What's the word from Papa Khan?
You're in.
Well, that's a hell of a lot better than going back to prison.
Did you see that? 315 XP, and the bar didn't even look like it moved. Goodbye.
See you around.
So what about Kook? Is he just locked up in there now? I can't go fight him or nothing? Huh. He has departed. Alright, off to Vegas. What up? You move along. Okay. Yeah, I guess I might as well just go to my suite. My sweet, sweet, sweet.
Where to, partner?
Presidential suite.
High roller suite.
Oh, good. EDE is in Prim. Now where's my crafty table? Don't I have one in here? Do I not? Hey, you.
Where to, partner?
Hey, you. There we go. Upgrade. Workbench. Reloading bench. Laboratory. Good enough for now. Alright. Where's my goodies? Nice. And what is it that I'm making? I'm making magazines. What other goodies we got in here? I haven't done any crafting in a while. Meeting people? Yeah, that's the one that I want. Why? It's not. Okay. No, not 26. Thank you. But let's go with 3. Alright, great. That takes care of my immediate need. So we'll worry about the rest later.
Where to, partner?
The casino.
Casino floor.
Alright. I want my EDE back. So I need to remember where the hell Prim is. Prim is before Nipton, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Alright. I think we'll wind up running a little over, but I want to wrap up my chit-chat with Carl before I call it a day. Wow, that Deadman's still there. Let's go. Yeah. Alright. And now to the Khans.
What?
And where Papa does be? Is he still holding court, or did he wander off? Alright, well, I guess I'm not going to conclude my Carl-oriented business right away. So, since we are out of time, come back and see me again tomorrow, and I will undermine the relationship between the Great Khans and the Great Kaisar. Talk to you soon.